welcome back to my channel. Yes. My apologies for being, an hour late. A minor difference, really. So I'm 1 hour late, no words about that. Anyhow, welcome to my channel. Hello, Wim. Referee voor Union Leuven is Jasper Verkoolten. There you go. Union off to a bad start, we will be dead. My apologies for being late. And hello, Rosa. Hello, how are you? Anyhow, let me not dilly-dally on too much longer. I'm just gonna start here. And where else do we start but with Bosman? This news got clickbaited quite a bit. I mean, he's been saying this for 6 years. We all know, all of us know, Pep Guardiola will take a break, either retired permanently, or just a break like 1-2 years after he leaves Man City. He's not gonna immediately go from Man City to, I don't know, Napoli. He's not gonna do that. We've known this for years. Why it's being gassed up so much, I'm not sure. Maybe it's because of the Pep out thing. A lot of fans are Pep out now, so maybe it's because of that. I don't know. I've not put it in the title or in the thumbnail because I don't really care to talk about it. This means nothing. It really means nothing. Maybe he's going to stop soon. Come on, we knew this already. He said already, and his contract ends, he stops. We knew this. So, I don't know why people talk about it this much, clickbait it this much. I'm not interested. I'm more so interested in this. So, I mean, no surprises, really, but Ortega, now that we've gotten in Trafford, will probably be leaving. He is third choice, maybe even fourth choice goalkeeper. How highly is Bettinelli rated by Pep Guardiola? I don't know, but if Bettinelli is highly rated, then he's fourth choice to Bettinelli. Like, I mean, fourth choice goalkeeper, that doesn't bode well for someone who does have the abilities to be a starting goalkeeper, just not at a big club, respectfully. So, makes complete sense that he'd want to leave. I mean, I'd want to leave. Let's be honest, I'd want to leave if I was him. He's not good enough for Man City. But he's too good to sit on the bench. That's where I'm at with him. So, yeah, it just makes sense to me, if I'm being honest. That does mean that Ederson is likely to stay, though. Now, it's likely to be Ederson's final season. That's a load of waffle. It will be Ederson's final season. Contract is expiring. He doesn't give 2 fucks about us. We're gonna let him be our starter anyhow. I mean, this is something I can rant on about for days, but this guy does not give 2 fucks about Man City right now. And, bro, if he gave 2 flying fucks about Man City, do you think he'd be talking with Galatasaray right now? He wouldn't. He's already thinking of where am I going to go when I leave Man City. He does not care, bro. He does not care about Man City. He's only here for the paycheck. He was already bad in the 4th beat season and season after that. This is not the same goalkeeper that we used to have a few years ago. But it is going to be our goalkeeper, so tough luck. Suck it up, I suppose. I'm doing good as well, thank you for asking. James Trafford, I'll get to James Trafford in a bit. Wow, this out seems really bad for streaming, isn't it? In all the views here, this is a very bad out for Christ. I've never streamed at this hour, so prediction, I mean, I've never. Man City. Out. Prediction Mechelen Club Brugge. I reckon Club Brugge to win. Tomorrow, Red Bull Salzburg against SK Bran. This is not a remontada. Let me pin that. What it's worth. For the 3 people. For the whole 3 people here. Terrible number. Yeah, y'all suck, guys. I stream an hour later and now I've got nobody in here. Wow. No loyalty. I'm watching You know what's funny, actually? You know what's funny? I'm right now getting views on my Leave the Mental stream. But not on this stream. Fraud Watch. Proper Fraud Watch, anyhow. I'm watching a card back. Wow. Preliminary round. Barnet against Newport County. Let's see here. These are the first 2 rounds of the Carabao Cup. First round here with I mean, this is tournament. Wow, yeah, Carabao Cup already started. I had no idea. It's just a preliminary round, and it does seem like there's quite a bit of time in between here, so that's interesting. I don't care though. As long as Man City isn't in it, I don't care. Anyhow, Ederson. Really? Is he really gonna be starting ahead of Trafford? I really hope he isn't. But let's move on. Roma are interested in Man City's Claudio ECHEVERRI. Claudio ECHEVERRI, bro. I don't want this guy being jogged on. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't want Claudio ECHEVERRI to get jogged on here. Now, we've seen with Trafford that a player who leaves Man City, whether on a loan or sold, can come back to Man City. So we've seen that already. We've got a sample size of 1. Successful person. But maybe that's a new trend. But my problem is here, when we loan players out, it's just bye-bye. When we loan someone out, it is to never return, right? And I know McAtee was loaned out and now is back here, but he's going to be sold. But we'll talk about McAtee in a second, by the way. But no players that we loan out ever end up becoming regular starters for Man City. It just doesn't happen. So that's what I'm really worried about. Maybe Trafford sets a new precedent, and we're going to start loaning players out, developing them, bringing them back in ready-made, and we're going to give them minutes and yada yada. I'm afraid that won't happen, to be honest. ECHEVERRI is I mean, I'm not going to say he's a great player, isn't it? But he's an exciting young player. And why are clubs interested in them? Now, he is only being considered for the loan. Is they know Man City are not going to play these guys. They know we're going to play Bernardo Silva. They know we're going to play, I don't know, this guy or that guy. One of the unks, basically. They know that we've got too many players. And they can take out players on a loan for 1 season. And then, after they've been on a loan deal for a year, they come back to Man City, they hold bench, and what do they think? I want to play football. I played really good football at Roma, a year on loan. I want to play football here, but I'm on the bench. Okay, agent. My agent finds somewhere where I can fucking play football. And that agent is going to find a place where they can play football. That's why it's difficult to get these loanees to come back and stay at your club. Unless they're going to go straight into the starting 11. Saliba at Arsenal, for example. They're not going to want to stay. They'll still get starting 11 football at whatever the club you loan them out to. This is the problem with loaning out players. The players don't want to sit on the bench and wait their turn. Players don't do that anymore. That's a thing of the past, I suppose. When a player gets loaned out, they get a taste of starting football in Europe. They expect to start when they come back to Man City. I'm gonna be honest, yeah. When he comes back to Man City, he's not gonna start. Cherki is gonna start. Foden is gonna start. These guys are ahead of him in the pecking order, which is fine. You need good players on the bench, and he's a good player, will be on the bench, will have his time when he's older. If he stays. Will he stay? That is my problem with always loaning these players out. It's just like, we're in a rush to loan out every player we have ever had. That's what I feel like, we are in a rush. We can't hold on to a player for a minute. He has to go. immediately. Player comes in, has to go. Player comes in, he has to go. They're in a rush to get rid of every player we sign. And then people are like, oh, Palmer, we regret selling Palmer. And now I don't regret selling Palmer. But Palmer only wanted to go out on loan. But we didn't let him go out on loan. We just said, let's sell him. Why is that? It's because Man City thought we could get the best profit out of him now. The players they sent on loan, these are the players they expect when they come back will have a high profit after being loaned out for a year. With ECHEVERRI, I don't think he's ever going to play football for Man City, to be honest, if he's being loaned out. Same with Oscar Bob, by the way. If Oscar Bob gets loaned out, he'll never come back to Man City. He'll play starting football for whatever club he gets loaned out to, comes back to Man City, and now he's going to say, yeah, let me sit on the bench. He's going to come back to Man City, say, I want to play football. He's going to hold bench to Sherky, because Sherky is better than him. Older, it's more experience, is better. And Bob is going to say, well, this is bullshit, I want to play football, and he's going to join a team where he can play football. Breaking news, here we go, Thomas Muller to the United States. Forget about that. Fuck him. AC Milan are frauds. Did you see that video of Man City and Haaland? I didn't. What video are we talking about here? How many euro why buy Haaland to Man City? What? How many euros was Haaland? He was 60 million euros, right? Loan Rico Lewis out, he's the World Academy graduate. He's not gonna get loaned out. I mean, I think we might sell him, to be honest. I think we might sell him, but I don't see him out at all. I don't see him loaned out. But my thing is, when you loan a player out and they don't come back to play in the starting 11, they're gonna want to leave because they'll have played football already. That's my thing. That's why I don't want us to loan out ECHEVERRI. If we want to develop talent, develop them at Man City. Because think about it this way, right? Think about it this way. And let's put it in different words. Let's say you work at a factory. A table making factory, right? You work at a table making factory. And every time you make 50 tables, you get a bonus. Every 50 tables you make, you get a bonus. So, that's 5 machines. That's 5 machines. You get to work with the shitty machine. Every day. That produces 1 table a day. Now, you get moved onto the better machine. Where you get to work every day. And this one produces 10 tables a day, right? Now you get moved back to the shitty machine. Where it can only produce 1 table a day. Where are you gonna want to be? Machine with which you can produce 10 tables a day. To get more bonuses. Now let's put that in football terms. Machine is the club. How much playing time you get at the club. Shitty machine, where you only get 1 table. That is the club, where you only get 1 game every 10 games. The good machine with 10 tables, that is the club where you play 10 out of 10 games. Where as player do you want to be? You've got your better chance at getting a bonus when you play more football. So for your bonuses, already financially better. ECHEVERRI, not particularly a Man City fan, so doesn't care about one club or another. You make friends when you're at this different club. You make more friends. Because that's what happens when you play football. You make a connection. You get popular with the fans there. And now, when you return to Man City, you expect to have all of this as well, but you're on the bench. And then you say, no, I want to play football. And you're not gonna play football. So that is the problem. Rico Lewis, bruv. Pep hasn't given the approval for ECHEVERRI to go on loan. The club wants Bob to go on loan and regain his form. I've not seen any news on this last one. I'm not sure if this is true. Talk to me in 10 years. In 10 years, when nobody talks about Aguero anymore, talk to me then. I swear it down. I fucking love Aguero, yeah, but people saw this 93-20 goal and think he's the best thing since sliced bread. I swear it down, without that goal, his legacy is half what it is. And that is no dig on Aguero, but people see one moment and they take it to the next season. Go get another DM. Rodri won't stay fit forever. Well, we've got Nico Gonzalez. Is he gonna play? Talk to me in 10 years. Honestly, talk to me in 10 years when Haaland has 400 league goals. It's so stupid. Honestly, it's so stupid. Haaland's gonna get way more goals than Alan Shearer. You can't talk with that shit output. Like when people say that Hazard was better than Ronaldo. You can't chat to 900 goals. Like, it's that simple. You just can't chat to shit, ridiculous output. You can't chat to that. For example, I see people saying Ronaldinho is better than Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. 900 goals. You can't chat to that. 900 goals, you can't chat to that. People put so many players above Cristiano Ronaldo. But all you have to say is 900 goals, 46 quarterfinal onwards goals in Champions League. Don't talk to that. That's ridiculous. Haaland literally has worse PR in fucking Premier League. And Aguero had great PR. He was our star boy when he first. Rumors say Mats leads to Ekblera. He is old. Gonzalez will be gone in January. I really hope not. I really hope he stays. I really hope he stays because... I mean, Pep Guardiola comes out, tells us about this mini Rodri stuff. Then he's being linked away. Gundogan is still there. He's on the bench for half a season. Well, not half a season, but half of the time that he's here, he's on the bench. And people say, well, Rodri was phased in. But Rodri played... I'm trying to remember the statistics here. I believe Rodri played 60-something% of the minutes that he was available in his debut season. Gonzalez played only 40-something% of the minutes that he was available in the debut season. That is not counting Club World Cup. Club World Cup is separate from that, in which, in the big game, he was on the bench. Did not even come off the bench in the round of 16. So, this guy... honestly, I would want to leave. If I was Nico Gonzalez, not a man... As Nico Gonzalez, yeah? Nico Gonzalez, not a Man City fan. You have no connection to the club. I would want to leave. I really would want. Don't let him. Buy him now. In fact, Man City can go buy him. Ben Doku, Ben Savio, get Bertassi. He's gonna... You want to see a Belgian winger, yeah? Doku off, Savio off, get Bertassi. He's gonna cook, bro. I swear it down. Every winger or every fucking fullback in the Premier League is gonna be put in a spliff, yeah? And what he's gonna do here is he's gonna cut inside. They're gonna know he's gonna cut inside. It's like fucking Arjen Robben. They know he's gonna cut inside. You know he's gonna cut inside. You can't do shit about it. And he's gonna put the ball in top bins. And you can't do shit about it, bro. Get him to Man City, on the bench. Rotational player for 2-3 years. We will be there. Can't wait for Trafford to bench Ederson. Honestly, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, yeah. 3 cup games. I give it 3 cup games where Trafford really puts in a shift for Ederson to see the bench. I can't lie. With the hate Ederson is already facing, yeah, he's gonna touch the bench real soon, I think. I give it 3 cup games. 3 cup games. That's how long it's gonna take. City have shit wingers. We need to upgrade our wingers. I don't fully agree with that, but I also do agree with that. But I'll get around to that. Big up to Adam as well. Big up to Adam. How are you? Anyhow. Loading out ECHEVERRI. Please, just keep. I mean, this guy can play on the wings. Play midfield. Attacking midfield is a versatile player that you want. Please. Guess what I found, by the way, on X. I'm assuming that's the DM I just... Oh, yeah. Oh, of your fan base hate your president. Fucking... What are you... Bro, these AC Milan fans, they're whack. They're special. It's pop up for me, that's why. I've seen the exact opposite. Club Brugge fan tweeting out, fuck AC Milan. Another season of Foden being a passenger. I'd rather we have ECHEVERRI. I don't think Foden will be bad next season. Maybe. I'm just coping. But I think Foden next season will be good again. Maybe I'm coping. But, serious conversations here needs to be halved. Halved. My English is terrible today. My apologies. I don't speak the Queen's English. My apologies. How preposterous. No, if Foden next season is bad, all I'm saying is if he's bad next season, about time he touches the bench. If he's happy sitting on the bench, fine. If he's not happy sitting on the bench and he's not playing well, then maybe it's time he goes in it. But I think he'll be good next season. I think he'll be good. Man City, Liverpool. No, he's a Real Madrid fan, right? Better be again Ajax. But Michael is a Real Madrid fan. He's not a Liverpool fan. He's a Real Madrid fan. Shameless. Besides that, are you guys found right back? No? I don't know. I don't know if the board knows what a right back. I don't think that we even know that we need a right back. I see people tweeting, we got Matthijs Nunes, we're fine. Like, bro, we are not fine. We are not fine. I do remember that, Stifel, by the way. We are absolutely not fine. But people are convincing themselves we have a good right back because of expected assist. Bro, also, in fact, let me pull up this tweet right now. I fucking responded to it. Somewhere. I think. Here we go. Didn't take very long to find. There we go. So, this is what people are tweeting out. These statistics here, comparing Matthijs Nunes to Livramento. Assists. He played as a winger for part of the season. Nobody gives a fuck about assists. He's a defensive, Livramento is a defensive right back. Matthijs did his part well. That's it, well, decent. But he didn't do it great. Now, with Aït-Nouri on the left side of the pitch, you need a defensive right back. Matthijs Nunes ain't defending. You look at this defending, yeah? Okay, he makes more tackles. Look at the ball recoveries. Making more tackles, but he's winning the ball less. Why is he winning the ball less? Oh, I didn't mean to tap out of that. Why is he winning the ball less when he's making more tackles? Why is he making less blocked shots? Well, why is he winning less interceptions? Oh, sorry, he wins more interceptions here. Okay. Fair enough. But why is he winning the ball back less? Because he's not that good defensively. And these ground duels won, by the way. Let me talk about those ground duels won. Most of those ground duels won are not defensive. They are not a defensive action. Ground duels are not innately defensive. This is what people need to understand. Mateus Nunes wins his duels up the pitch. Take out this is why people need to understand statistics. Statistics are great if you understand them. But people just post them without understanding them, yeah? Most of these duels that Mateus Nunes wins are up the pitch. Meaning he's pressing. That's fine if you're the right winger, not if you're the right back. For Livramento, most of these duels won are in his own half, winning the ball back. That's why he has better ball recoveries, by the way. Because he's in his own half, winning the ball back, picking up clearances and stuff like that. That is what Livramento is doing. He's defending. He's doing what defenders do. Now, when you're playing in a high line, yeah? I mean, I spelled it out here. When you're playing in a high line, what do you want your defensive fullback to do? So, in Pep's system, you have an attacking fullback and a defending fullback. In this case, the right back will be the defending one, because Nuri will attack. What do you want your defending fullback to do in a high line? You want them to win the ball back, stop counters, as I say here. That is recoveries. Look at how much better Livramento is in recoveries. That's the most important things to do. You stop a counter attack coming. How many times have you been counter attacked last season? You want to stop counter attacks, put a right back who's used to playing in a high line, a defensive right back who does it well, at right back. Now, clearances. It doesn't show it here. Nunes gets half the clearances of Livramento. These clearances by fullbacks are usually made at the back post, yeah? So when a cross comes in, yeah, from the left-hand side from Man City, right-hand side for the attacker. When a cross comes in from our left, we often concede down our right far post. Because nobody is there. Livramento gets double the clearances Nunes does. Where does he get most of those clearances? On the back post. Stopping tapping. I mean, the biggest two problems, yeah? The biggest two problems with Man City. Conceding counterattacks. Livramento stops. Clearing the ball at the back post. Livramento does this. These are not things Mateus Nunes does. These problems are a consequence of not having a right back. And not having a 6. Also not having a right back. Now, if you look at this statistic, fouls made is an important one, and they always exclude it when talking about Mateus Nunes. When you concede a foul, you concede the phase of play. Your opponent can get a cross into the box if it's a dangerous area, they can get a goal from it, or they can control the ball, waste time. Mateus Nunes makes 6 times the amount of fouls, while by the way recovering the ball less. But takes a few tackles more, so he's better defending, right? He makes 0.1 tackles more. So he's well better defender. This is why I can't stand people who use statistics. Because they never fucking understand them. If you understand statistics, and you use them, you can use them to support an argument. Statistics don't prove shit. The only thing they can do is support an argument, yeah? When you do that, and use these statistics well, you can come here with an argument. No way in hell you are using statistics just to Mateus Nunes as a defensive right back over the likes of Tino Livramento. That's what our fanbase is doing. So, we are taking the piss. We are proper taking the piss. This fanbase pisses me off at this point, okay? Goal scorers for 45 goals in an injury season with the worst Man City team since takeover. Not good enough. Right backs who get cooked by fucking Jutla. Better than Livramento. Guys, 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 let me explain this, yeah? In terms you may be able to understand. Cristiano Ronaldo, not good enough. But you know who is good enough? Isakabori. This is what we do as a fan base. We pick favorites and we pick scapegoats. It's ridiculous. It's honest to God fucking ridiculous. Yeah? If I see one more person say Matthijs Nunes is fine for right back, I'm gonna fucking lose my fucking mind, bro. He's not even a fucking right back, he's a fucking midfielder. We signed him as a midfielder, but he was shit. Pep didn't rate him, so he forced him out to the wings. Every fucking wing. Left wing, left back, right back. He's played everywhere except midfield, bruv. He even played false 9. Played a game false 9. The only positions he's not played is midfield and centre back. And goalkeeper. Maybe we need to try him as a centre back, guys, because Akanji is gonna fuck up at some point. Like, come on, what are we doing here? And hey, he can pass a ball decent. It's not a great passing, but he can pass a ball decent. Oh yeah, that's another thing, passing. Because people rave about Ederson's passing. What about a centre back or a right back who passes ball? You know, the outfield players who actually have the ball in their feet most of the game. Yeah, Matthijs Nunes passing, not bad, don't get me wrong. But is it the level of a Livramento? That's okay. Supposed to be a ball carrier. However, ball carriers play in midfield, not right back. You see my point? All the skills that Matthijs Nunes has, and he has skills, are not suited for right back, they're suited for midfield. Which would come to a shock to most until you realize he's actually a midfielder and not a right back. But he stepped up at right back, come on guys. He was a little bit better than fucking Gundogan. So now you compare him to Gundogan and think he was good. Next season, the Premier League will be better. Last season we got top 4. We finished 3rd. Only because the Premier League was shit. Next season, Premier League will have a better relegation class. Like the bottom 3. Will be better next season. Sunderland is not getting relegated. I can tell you that right now. The signing they've made, Xhaka Sadiki, that is on mid-table, comfortably mid-table midfield. They've already signed Stalby, signed 2 centre backs. They are not getting relegated. So you've already got 1 promoted side there that's going to do very well. Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool are all going to be better next season. Brentford probably gonna get a dip. Tottenham and United both will be better. Newcastle will be about the same, I reckon. Aston Villa will be about the same. So almost everyone is getting better. Almost everyone is getting better. Maybe 2-3 teams are getting worse and 5 teams are saying about the same. So 12 of the 20 Premier League teams are getting better. In fact, let's say 11. We are one of them, right? 11 of the 19 opposition teams in the Premier League are getting better. And the other 8 are either staying the same or getting worse. We're going to be in a much tougher league next year. People want to say, oh, Jason, yes, played a few good games right back, so we should have him as our starting right back. That is not how you win league titles. That is not how you rebuild. A rebuild means bringing in new players and getting rid of old players. Now I don't know if you guys can tell, but we've got a 30-man squad. Actually, we've got more. In fact, let's check how many players we have right now. Because it's getting a bit sad, isn't it? Let's see, how many fucking players do we have? Oh yeah, welcome Trafford. We'll talk about you in a bit. We have 32 players, assuming Ortega leaves. Ortega is still here. We've got 33 players, but I'm assuming Ortega leaves. Okay, Ortega, bye-bye. You talked about that earlier. Welcome Trafford. In fact, let me put Trafford here. Get on the bench. There we go. That's looking nicer, isn't it? Beautiful. So we've got 32 players once Ortega leaves. And the maximum squad size is 25 players. Now, Nippon will go out on loan. Nippon goes out on loan. So this goes down to 20 players. What are we doing here? Foden, McAtee, Bob, Grealish. I mean, I don't think Bob will be loaned out. Some people think Bob will be loaned out. I don't think Bob will be loaned out. So McAtee, when are we selling him? Let's talk about McAtee. Yeah, because some people don't understand this. Yeah, I'm gonna need to open paint.net for this. Or Microsoft Paint. Microsoft Paint. Let me explain this. Because, honest to God, I've never seen this many people completely miss. Can I get my screen? I see. What the fuck? Huh? Okay, my fucking. Why is this not? This is not working for. Okay. You suck, I guess, Paint. Let me try MS Paint. Maybe that will, or Paint.net, should I? Okay, let me explain this as best as I can. So, you have a card, right? Card. I'm great, I know. Card, right? Card is worth 25,000. I tell you, 25k for this card. Okay. You offered 25k. You offered 25k. Great. Deal done, right? No, I'm asking 30k now. I ask you 25k for the card. You give me 25k, now I'm asking for 30k. Please explain in what world this is acceptable. If you don't know where I'm getting to, this is what Man City did with McAtee. This is what we did with McAtee. We told other clubs McAtee is available for 25 million. Nottingham Forest bid 25 million and we said, case out of mind, it's 30 million. Guys, honest to God, what is this fucking clown show? We told other clubs 25 million for a McAtee. Someone offers 25 million and we tell them no. I don't know how people are defending this. This is stupid. Let's imagine, yeah? We are friends, right? Let's say we are friends. I hope we are friends. I hope you like me. And we go to the pub together. In fact, no, I own the pub. I'm fucking rich, mate. You go to my pub. You say, hey, I need 100 drinks for, like, this random shit. This cycling race. Okay. That will cost you 200. €2 per drink. You take out $200 or 200 euros, you put it on the fucking table. I look you dead in the eye and I say, I changed my mind. It's 250 per drink. 250, please. Honest to God, if you're telling me you would not fucking punch me in the face, you're a liar. You would punch me in my fucking face if I did that. Now, why is it okay for Man City to do that to Nottingham Forest, but is it not okay in any other fucking business world? Don't forget, yeah, football is a business. Yeah? If I told you €2 per drink, you put €2 per drink on the table, and then I say it's 250 per drink, you will punch me. What do you think Nottingham Forest think? When they're told by Man City 25 million, they put in 25 million, bid rejected. I don't know what I would think, but you know what I would think? I think fuck you. That's what I would think. I don't want him. Go fuck yourself. That's what I think. But the club just does this. People defend this. This is business. Like, people forget this shit. This is a business. You don't tell someone your selling price and then change it on the whim. Don't do that. When you reevaluate something for selling, I'm literally studying this right now. I've got an exam in August, yeah. I'm literally studying this right now. When you're going to sell what they call activa, I don't know the English word. When you're going to sell that, first you have to reevaluate the word of that activa. Again, I don't know the English word. So, that is literally the rule. You have to evaluate the worth of what you're going to sell. Man City re-evaluated the value of what they were going to sell after they told clubs what the value was. So, they didn't bookkeep properly. I mean, this is accounting 101. We're not doing accounting 101. You know what happened here? I'll tell you what happened. Somebody sets 25 million for McAtee. In-game Vianen sees that this is a fucking mess and says, no, we need to ask more. And now Vianen is having a fucking nightmare. Hugo Vianen is single-handedly trying to carry this club right now, transfer-wise. He's trying to get rid of players. Pep says, no, I want to keep. And then Pep says, oh, but I want a small squad. Now Vianen is trying to loan out players. And now Pep says, no, I want to keep them. And Vianen is over here thinking, what the fuck am I supposed to do? No, I swear now. I would just give up. If I'm Vianen, I would literally just give up. I would punch Pep and I would say, go fuck yourself, and I'd give up. Like, honest to God, yeah. Who specifically are we talking about here? I went on a bit of a tirade there, my apologies. Yeah, not marking them. Mateus. I do rate Mateus Nunes. I rate Mateus Nunes, but he's not good enough for Man City. Okay player. But he's nothing more than that. If Husanov doesn't play, cancel next season. Diaz is shit, Akanji washed, and Gvardiol sloppy. I agree with all of what you said, except that Gvardiol is sloppy. I think Gvardiol has had sloppy moments, but I think he's improving. I think he's been our best defender last season. So that's not saying a lot, by the way. I know it's not saying a lot, but I do trust Gvardiol to play as a centre back, to play consistently, or if he plays consistently, to play well. I do trust Gvardiol in that. The other defenders, let defenders stay back and defend. Epiphany! Defenders defending! What an epiphany, bruv! Defenders were rated based on not how many fucking goals they scored outside of the box, but how good they fucking defend. Let me show you guys something, yeah? Let me show you guys something. I promise you, this will be a shocker. Not this. Okay, let me show you something, yeah? Look at this. We scored 3 times, we conceded 4 times. What do we need? A defender who scores 5 goals or a defender who stops 5 goals? I think we need a defender who stops us from conceding goals. Just a thought, yeah. When we lose 3-4, I think we need a defender who defends. Not a defender who scores a goal once in a while. Funny thought, guys. Funny thought. Defenders defending. Crazy, man. Crazy. City to lose against Sunderland. Thomas. And somehow Gundogan remains. I mean, he's literally Pep's neighbor. I mean, you literally can't get more favoritism than that. He's literally Pep's neighbor. I mean, I don't know what to say. He's literally Pep's neighbor. We're taking the piss, bro. I'm saying, we are taking the piss. Pep's neighbor over here doing, I don't know, his stuff, I guess. What he's gonna fucking play? He's Pep's neighbor. What else can I add to that? People really, and I'm not saying you, by the way. I know you understand. Like, people in the fan base really be acting surprised when Gundogan is gonna play next season. Like, bro, literally Pep's neighbor. This is the epitome of nepotism, not really. Like, of giving your friend a job. I guess that is nepotism. That's what it is. Like, bro, this club has not been run on meritocracy for a while now. Actually speaking, it's not been meritocratical for a little while now. But people, when you point this out, yeah, people say nonsense. And then it happens and people overreact. You Twitter meltdowns. They're the same people who tell you you're wrong. Then we lose, meltdown. No, I swear down, yeah. These people, their opinions are so fickle. My opinion has not changed since the fucking Feyenoord draw. How long is that now? When was that Feyenoord draw? Okay? Let me look that up. Man City Feyenoord. 3-3. When was that? That was the 26th of October. How many days since the 26th of October 2024? It's been 276 days since I changed my opinion on Pep. 276 days. I've had the same opinion for that long. I say something about Matheus Nunes not being good enough. Good, but not good enough. Blah, 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 blah. All the nonsense. I'll say the same thing about Gundogan. Nada, nada, nada. I'll say it's not meritocracy, it's nepotism. You hate all the same excuse. But then we lose one game and suddenly take Pep out. Stick with your opinion. Like, come on. You can change your opinion, yes. You should be able to change your opinion, yeah. There's a difference between changing your opinion and being a flip-flop. A flip-flop just sees something happen. Now and on the other side. Like, we win our game, Pep in. We lose a game, Pep out. Come on, stick with a side, bro. If you're the Pep out, you're the Pep out. If you're the Pep in, you're the Pep in. I can respect either one. But if you change every fucking game, I can't respect that, bro. Viana isn't at fault. I agree. Viana is not at fault. Guardiola is stalling to rebuild by keeping the pensioner. Bro, truer words have not been spoken. That's happening, bro. Pep Guardiola does not want to rebuild. Like, he does not want this rebuild. It is not his rebuild. Pep Guardiola wants his players. That is Gundogan. That is Bernardo Silva. That is Ederson. That is Akanji. That is Ruben Diaz. These are the players Pep wants. He doesn't want a rebuild. He's not here for a rebuild. He's here to, I don't know, to win a title, I suppose. He's not gonna do that without rebuilding first. But he's not interested in that. This rebuild is forced upon him. He's not ending up at Chelsea. Don't worry about that. Favoritism comes with it from Pep, I think. I mean, the favoritism is massive. I mean, it's undeniable. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to Adam. Yeah, Nunez, I do rate him, but he's great. Not good enough. It was 1-0 at half time. What game? There's been a lot of games with 1-0 half time, actually. That happens quite a lot. That's quite a common scoreline. But what you showed that way, basically. I mean, we've been doing that all last season. 3 goals up. And 1 goal up in the derby. With 10 minutes to go and 2-1. Like, we've been doing this all season. All season. Nothing new. 15 shots on target. Generally 30 shots. half of them to go through goal, but only 10% back end. Yeah, but they were shit shots. This is again, you're using statistics, but not understanding the statistics. Like, statistics don't prove anything. Statistics need to be understood. Statistics show you something, they don't prove you anything. 30 shots, or 15 shots on target, they were shots from outside of the box. Such shots taken from outside of the box or from wide angles because you can't create a good chance. Chances created aren't good. That's why I hate these. Bad enough. So are we missing tap-ins? No. What are we missing? Shitty headers, which you're never going to score a ball from a header and there's like no pace on it. Like, that's just not happening. Shots from outside of the box because we can't create anything. And wide shots from frustrated players because we can't create anything. I mean, again, the attack is not the problem. We scored 3 goals. The attack is not the problem. The problem is no defense. Yeah, but that's not an attacking problem. That is not an attacking problem, is it? That's a defensive problem. Because we keep having to score. You scored once, it's not enough. Okay, you need to score twice. You scored twice, it's not enough. You scored 3 times, it's still not enough. You need to keep creating. When you need to keep creating, and you can't, because there's a limit to how much you can create on a single game. You start shooting from wide, you start shooting from afar. Like, I mean, again, chances created, but they don't mean anything. Or well, shots, but they don't mean anything. It means something if you scored 3 goals, you lose 3. It means something if you scored 5 goals, you win 5-2. Like, what's the occurring thing here? In that time, you scored 8 goals and you conceded 6. If you scored 8 goals in 2 games and you concede 6 goals in games, let's isolate that, right? Let's say you scored 8 goals in 2 games. No caveat. Great attack. Now let's say concede 6 goals in 2 games. No caveat. Horrible defense. Now combine those two. That is still true. Great attack, poor defense. Like, it's honestly that simple. Sometimes it's just that simple. When you leak goals, you can't blame your attack for that. Fluminense knocked out Al Hilal 2-1. Yeah. Like, they only needed 2 goals. So, and City needed 3 goals and couldn't get past Al Hilal. So, again, it's not all about your attack. The attack is not the problem at City. It really isn't. Like, if you look at this squad right now, Nunez is gonna get cooked. Everyone knows he's gonna get cooked. Get isolated and destroyed. Now Sherky is gonna hold bench. How do I know Sherky is gonna hold bench? Because he already did hold bench. Sherky has been on the bench for Silva already. He's gonna hold bench. Now, maybe Foden plays and you have Bernardo Silva in midfield. Or maybe, God forbid, you have this. These are all things that can happen with Pep. And you're just creating weaknesses all over the pitch. Silva, a weakness. Attack. Gundogan, a weakness in midfield. Nunez, a weakness in defense. Ederson, a weakness in goal. These are the plays that Pep wants to play. Like, yes, we need a right back. Because what is our weakness in our defense? It's our right back. So we get a right back, you eliminate 1 week. Voila. Right back. There you go. Weakness eliminated. Because now you've got a defensive right back who can do that job. Okay? How do you fix the weakness in goal? You play the better goalkeeper. That simple. You play the goalkeeper better. No more weakness in goal. How do you remove this weakness? Better play. But you can't play the better right back if you don't have the better right back. So yes, we need to buy a better right back. They knocked out that team that knocked you guys out, and now they're considered frauds because they don't back. Yeah, cool. I mean, they talked shit to Chelsea, then they held 3-2. No, they lost 2-1 right to Chelsea. Now they're done. So this is the problem, yeah. I want to be excited when I see players arrive, like Trafford. But then I immediately realized after we signed Trafford, well, he's going to be on the bench for Ederson. So how am I supposed to be excited? We signed a solution, play the problem. No excitement. Don't have a right back. We're going to play Bernardo Silva. We're going to play Gundogan. How am I supposed to get excited over that? Things I'm excited about, ECHEVERRI, are being loaned out. Victor Hayes loaned out. So Akanji can stay. Loan out Akanji, bro. Akanji guy, loan him out. His contract is gonna expire. Loan him out. Fuck him off. So, that this guy, the amount of times it's nearly cost us only for the good saves to be made. Honest to God, yeah. Ortega and Ederson have kept Akanji in a Man City shirt for way longer than he should have. I'll swear it down. I still see a shadow in my room, yeah. Every time I think about the FA Cup final, I'll fucking see the shadow of Akanji just walking around in the FA Cup final. It plays in my mind on fucking loop, bro. He's just fucking clearance a centre back can ask for. Walking around, bruv. It's like the third season of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's moving slow, but you know part 2 is great. However, here's the problem. There's no part 2 to this one. Cancelled in season 1. This is the modern era. We don't give it time to cook, bro. He's moving like the third season of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Not as good as it could be. Because he doesn't. Is he not focused? Does he not care? I don't know what it is. But he's a balls supreme. He had the easiest cleared in the FA Cup final, then cleared it. So yeah, I'm not excited for this. Because I know that guy is gonna play while Victor Hayes is out on loan. I know Gundogan is gonna play while ECHEVERRI is out on loan. Like, come on. Pep treated the Club World Cup as a joke. He cannot do that. Pep Guardiola took the Club World Cup seriously. Khaldoon Al-Mubarak said, we are going in the Club World Cup to win it. We were in the Club World Cup to win it. Did not treat it as a joke. We lost. Trying our best, we lost. We lost trying our best. All fucking he lost. With all due respect. We did not treat it as a joke. That is what makes it worse. That's what makes it worse, okay? Didn't treat it as a joke. Pep did not treat it as pre-season. That's all myths that happened after we fucking lost. Okay? We treated this seriously. Remember the interview by Khaldoon. He said we're here to win it. And he meant that. We were there to win it. We didn't win it. Why did we not? All the same mistakes that you're going to see next season. You're going to see Gundogan play. You're going to see Gonzalez on the bench. That's going to happen again and again and again. Pep will not learn because he's interested in learning. Like, this is the problem with geniuses. Sometimes when you're a genius, you don't care to learn anymore. Because you already know everything. Why would I, as a genius, want to learn new? I already know everything. That's the problem with a genius. Once their style is out of date, they don't bother to learn a new style. Pep Guardiola needs to move on these players, but he's not interested in learning. Like, that's simple. I can say it in 1,001 different ways. I don't know what way I need to put it in. And then people come off, yeah. Oh, but who do you get if Pep leaves? Easy. Anyone else. Oh, but can this manager do what Pep did? It's my response to that, yeah. I'll see people say this all the time. It fucking pisses me off, yeah. Do you think Pep Guardiola will win the 4-peat with Man City again? Yes or no? Do you think Pep Guardiola will win the treble with Man City again? Yes or no? Answer those two, whether yes or no. If your answer to both of those is no, which it should be, And it means that it doesn't matter if the next manager can do that either. Because Pep can't. Not anymore. This is what pisses me off, yeah. Can't think, genuinely don't have brains, bro. Swear down, yeah. And maybe I'm getting violent about it, but bro, I swear down, Twitter has my brain cells to a fucking amoeba. I see people saying the dumbest of shit. I see people putting David Silva above De Bruyne comfortably. Literally every single top midfielder in Premier League history. Paul Scholes, Frank Lampard, Gerrard, David Silva himself. All of these midfielders have said that De Bruyne is the best of all time, and still people think it's fucking David Silva because he passed the ball better or something. I don't pass it better, he just better on the eye. This is what melts my brain. Fan base is so dumb. It's generally so dumb, this fan base. That's what melts my brain, yeah? It's not that people have different opinions, it's that their reasons are stupid. Like, take Luke. Luke is Pep in. Different opinions, right? But he has good reasons. He has good arguments. So fair enough. What I can't stand is when people come off with the dumbest fucking... I can't stand it. Like they want to go out on vacation early. Sao Paulo over the Fluminense 3-1. And they had 9 shots on targets on Sao Paulo. Bedoel, Fluminense, they're on the beaches, they're smoking, they're doing the Neymar stuff. Well, I don't think Neymar smokes. Kanji is terrible to be. Only good season was the treble one. And the treble season was good. But he had both moments that season. Never had a great season, has he? And Akanji is going to play. Next season, Akanji will play, Vitor Hayes will be out on loan. Gundogan will play, ECHEVERRI will be out on loan. People ask me why I'm losing my mind. Before I hang off here, I want to give you guys some perspective. When you are a football fan who just watches these streams, talks, chats sometimes, football does not weigh in on you as heavily as if you are a YouTuber. Because when you are a YouTuber, you are talking to hundreds of about football. My friends, people in chat, people in other people's chats, other streamers. I talk with hundreds of people about football every day. I spend 10, 12 hours a day talking about football. Because I do it for YouTube, I do it for the hobby outside of YouTube, and I go on Twitter and I talk about football. So I need to guys with this perspective here. For me, football will weigh in more heavily than for people who spend maybe 2 hours of their day watching football or something. I've had days where I watched 10 hours of football, all on watch along, single day. 10 hours of football. I digest so much more football than the average person here. So I know my opinion. I'm gonna be very opinionated when you watch that much football. That's just how it works. So, when you digest this much football, and people, absolute amoeba-brained football fans, yeah, come in your chat, or go on Twitter, or go in your comments, yeah, they say ridiculous shit, with no fucking reason whatsoever, it's gonna fucking piss you off, bro. Like, honest to God, I'm tired of this fan base. Tired of this. I'm not tired of the people who disagree with. I see people who I agree with, who I just fucking melt my brain. Let me give an example. I saw someone on Twitter, I think it was yesterday, or maybe the day before, saying Pep out because yada yada. And his argument was basically, it boils down to Pep out because Luis Enrique is better. That is what his argument boils down to. That is not a fucking argument. And I agree with that, but that's not a fucking argument. His argument was Enrique just won the treble. That was essentially his argument. Now, I agree with that opinion. And I can explain that. But just saying, Pep out because Enrique won the treble, that is not a fucking argument. But this is the problem here. This fan base has just lost me with the fucking tribal is mentioned. It's so frustrating. Honest to God, so frustrating. I've sent you something again. Let me check it out now. Let me check it out. In fact, I closed Twitter. Let me open it again. Twitter. That's so much. There you go. Yeah, that's the one I saw earlier. Let me share my screen. That's the one I was talking about earlier. There you go. Fuck AC Milan, bruv. Fuck AC Milan. Fucking cunts. With that said, Alfred in chat, yeah? Alfred in chat, we're gonna redirect this. Please, I'm on there for about half an hour. And say adios. Yeah? Build this fan base, it's... Anyhow. How did I even get onto this rant? I don't know how I got onto this. Okay. Like and subscribe. Alfred. I'll see you guys on the next